Morning children, welcome to the e-class of DePaul School, Baripada. Children, today I am going to teach class 6 students literature. This is the first lesson after your unit test exam. So this lesson is in your half yearly exam or first terminal exam course. Let's see what is the lesson. The book is Cambridge Connection and lesson is lesson number 3, The Boy Who Broke the Bank. Written by Ruskin Bond, one of the well-known writer in India. Ruskin Bond, who wrote this story. Let's see what is the story is about. Let's begin the story. Before that, I should say you, this is the first part of the story. So, let's begin the story. Nathu grumbled to himself as he swept the step of the People Nagar Bank, owned by Seth Govind Ram. He used the small broom hurriedly and carelessly, and the dust after rising in a cloud above his head settled down again on the step as Nathu was banging his pan against a dustbin. Sitaram, the washerman's son, passed by. Sitaram was on his delivery round. He had a bundle of freshly pressed cloth balanced in his hand. The story begins with a boy named Nathu who was sweeping. He was a sweeper in front of a bank which is People Nagar Bank. This bank was a private bank. It was owned by Seth Govind Ram. The owner of the bank was Seth Govind Ram. Some thing happened which made Nathu get disturbed. He was putting all the rubbish garbages into the dustbin by banging the pan where the garbages were. At that moment, Sitaram, a washerman boy, was passing that way, keeping all the clothes over his head, and with a great balance was passing that way where you could see Nathu was sweeping in front of a building, that is a bank, and this type of pan he is using to throw all the rubbish into the dustbin. And that moment Sitaram was passing, you can see, keeping all the pressed clothes over his head and on the way to deliver them in the houses. Second paragraph, don't raise such dust, he called out to Nathu. Are you annoyed because they are still refusing to pay you an extra 2 rupee a month? I don't wish to talk about it, complained the sweeper boy. I haven't even received my regular pay, and this is the... Here he was doing his work, Nathu was doing his work angrily, and he was making, he was actually dusting everything here and there and making the place air untidy. As Sitaram was passing that way, he told to that boy Nathu, why you are working like this? Are you angry? They have not paid you your salary? Then Nathu told to Sitaram that neither they have paid me my usual salary till now, or neither they have paid me any extra money. So I am not doing any work hereafter because I am not feeling to do, because the owner of the bank is not paying my salary. You can see both of them are talking with each other. 20th of the month. Who would think a bank would hold up a poor man's salary? As soon as I get my money, I am off. Not another week. I work in this place. And Nathu banged the pen against the dustbin several times just to emphasize his point and giving himself confident. Nathu is saying that now it is 20th of the month. Now it is 20, the date is 20. Till now I have not got my salary. I was about to get my salary first of the month, but till 20 days past I have not got, and once I will get my salary I am not going to stay here. I will run away from here. I don't want to work in this place, Nathu told. Well, I wish your luck, said Sitaram. I will keep a lookout for any job that might suit you. And he plodded barefoot along the road, the big bundle on clothes hiding most of his head and shoulder. Now Sitaram told to Nathu that I am going to search a work for you. Don't worry. When I will get, I will make you inform. And by saying so, he went away with his bundle of clothes. At the fourth home he visited, Sitaram heard the lady of the house mention that she was in need of a sweeper. Tying his bundle together, he said, I know of a sweeper boy who is looking for work. He can start from next month. After going from one house to another house, Sitaram, the fourth house, when he reached, he heard a lady was saying that she was searching for a sweeper to work in her home. And by hearing this, Sitaram told to that lady that I know a boy who is a sweeper who will easily work in your house from next month. He is with the bank just now, but they aren't giving him his pay and he wants to leave. Is that so? Said Mrs. Sitaram Srivastava. Well, tell me him to come and see me tomorrow. Now the Sitaram the Dhobi told to the lady that boy is working at the nearby bank, but they are not paying his salary. So if I will tell that you are searching for a sweeper, surely he will leave that work and join in your house. She told this one to Mrs. Srivastava. You can see Sitaram, the Dhobi, is talking with Mrs. Srivastava about Nathu. And Sitaram, glad that he had been of service to both a customer and his friend, hoisted his bag on his shoulder and went his way. Mrs. Srivastava had to do some shopping. She gave instruction to the ayah about looking after the baby and told the cook not to be late with the midday meal. Then she set out for the Pipalnagar marketplace to make her customary tour of the clothes shop. After saying so, Sitaram went away and Mrs. Srivastava had some work in market. She told to Aya that please look after my child till I come back from the market, and told his cook to make the arrangement of the midday meal or the lunch as soon as possible because he is going to market for some work. And she went away to the market. A large shady tamarind tree grew out one end of the bazaar, and it was here that Mrs. Srivastava found her friend Mrs. Bhushan sheltering from the heat. When Mrs. Srivastava went to the market, she found a very huge tamarind tree. Tamarind means tentuli gocho. Tamarind tree grew at one end of the bazaar. A big tamarind tree was there, one of the end of the bazaar, and It was here the Mrs. Seva found her friend Mrs. Bhushan. She found one of her friend. Her name was Mrs. Bhushan. She was standing under that shady tree to take little bit shelter from hot sun. You can see here both met under a tamarind tree. Tamarind are hanging down the tree. You can see it is too hot, so both of them are sheltering under the tree. Next, Mrs. Bhushan was fanning herself in a large handkerchief. She complained of the summer, which she affirmed was definitely the hottest in the history of People Nagar. She then showed Mrs. Srivastava a sample of clothes she was going to buy, and for 5 minutes they discussed. It said texture and design. Both of them discussed about the clothes. Mrs. Bhushan told to Mrs. Srivastava that she bought some clothes and about the quality, color of the clothes. They were discussing about the clothes under the tree. Having exhausted this topic, Mrs. Srivastava said, "Do you know, my dear, that Seth Govind Ram Bank can't even pay its employee. Only this morning I heard a complaint from their sweeper who hasn't received his wages from over a month." Now, leaving that topic of clothes, now Mrs. Srivastava told to Mrs. Bhushan that, "Do you know, the bank which is in our locality, Seth Govind Ram Bank, can't pay salary to his employee. One of the sweeper who is working in that bank had not been paid salary for last one month." Shocking remark, Mrs. Bhushan. She told, "It is little bit shocking for me what you are saying. Said Govind Ram, so well-known bank, they can't pay salary to the sweeper. I don't believe. If they can't pay the sweeper, they must be in a bad way. None of the other could be getting paid either." Now both of them started discussing the negative aspect of the thing, that if they can't pay a sweeper means the rest of the staff who are working in that bank are also not paid. I am afraid that the condition of the bank is very bad. You can see both of them are discussing under the tree. The condition of the bank is so bad that they can't pay the rest of the staff salary. She left Mrs. Srivastava at the tamarind tree and went in search of her husband, who was sitting in front of Kamal Kishore's photograph shop talking with the owner. So now, after leaving Bhushan there, Mrs. Bhushan left Mrs. Srivastava there and went in search of her husband, who was sitting in Kamal Kishore photograph shop. Mrs. Bhushan's husband was sitting in Kamal Kishore photograph shop. She went there where she found her husband was talking with the owner of the photograph shop. You can see this is Mrs. Bhushan, left side of the photo, and the owner is in the middle, and her husband is sitting there talking with the owner, having a newspaper in his hand. This is the first part of the story. Very interesting story. I will complete in the second part, children. So, this story is based on how a small little thing get expanded when people take advantage of it in making it a big news from nowhere. It is of nothing there to be discussed, but some people are having habit that they discuss everything in detail, but they always discuss the negative aspect of that thing without knowing the detail of thing, and they go on making it a very bad advertisement throughout the locality, because they are having that much of quality that they use always think about the negative thing about somebody or some institution. This story is based on such people, how they spoil the atmosphere by their without getting knowledge about any particular thing in detail. So this is the first part, children. So God bless you. Stay at home, stay safe. I will complete the story in the second part, in the second video. Till then, bye bye. Have a good day.